And trust me, this man who's coming up right now, him a blogger. He's a blogger. He's going to be telling you about what's going on in the entertainment world, in the politics, in everything basically. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Call your friends to call their friends so that we can all be friends right here on AYO Radio, the station with lovely charisma. Yes, so that's a new thing, isn't it? Yes, I'm the announcer today. It's going to be a very, very busy today because after this show, yes, so we have another fantastic radio show by King Alero. That's going to be interesting as well. And after that, we also have the one, the only Igala Love Princess. Yes, she's coming out today. Yeah, I'm sure she's going to be giving President Donald Trump some advice on relationship. Yes, keep it locked on AYO Radio, United Kingdom, right here. Yes, we're going live with your one and the only award-winning show, Master Serena, right here on AYO Radio UK. You're live on AYO Radio, Master Serena. Yeah, Master Serena, you're live on AYO Radio. Are we having some serious connection there? I think so. Yes, I think so. What we're going to do is we're going to try him again. You know, if you don't succeed first time, try again. That's what he says. You get me? We're not giving up. Yes. It's AYO Radio United Kingdom. Yes, we are about to go live with your one and only Master Serena. Scarface. Another name for him is Ahmed Adedapo Tosha Proper. We hope this time we can actually hear him. Hello, Ahmed Adedapo, Scarface. You are live on AYO Radio. Ahmed Adedapo, can you hear us? Okay, let's try it this way. Ahmed Adedapo, can you hear us? You are live on AYO Radio. I believe we have some problem with the connection right there, so we keep trying. If you don't succeed first time, try again. We shall succeed all the way. Yes, so victory is ours all the way. Like I said, the topic today is very, very interesting, so you don't want to miss it. Please stay tuned. Hang on in there. Yes, don't go away. And please call your friends to be our friends so that we can all be friends right here on AYO Radio London. Let's hear from Ahmed. This time we're using a different phone number and hopefully everything shall be okie dokie. Yeah, we always bring you the best, you know. Sometimes you can't control technology. Technology will always be technology. You get me? So, unfortunately, we can't get through to him, but we shall keep trying until we get through to him. I spoke to him this morning. Oh, he's just calling us with a different number. No. I want to call you with the station number. So call, baby. What is going on between Tiwa Savage and, and Whiskey in the new tune, Fever? I'm getting Fever right here. Yes, I think the number is going through now. Hallelujah. Yes, Ahmed Adedapo, Scarface, you're live on AYO Radio United Kingdom. How are you this morning? I'm not sure what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, but we can't, I don't know, we can hear him. I think he just can't hear us. I'm trying everything by my power to make sure the program goes on. We give it one more try. After this, if it doesn't, then we call it a day. Wow. It's a beautiful day. Thank God it's Friday, 16th of November 2018, live on AYO Radio, United Kingdom. I can hear the phone ringing and I can also hear his voice. It's just for him to hear me. Ladies and gentlemen, we do apologize about this. I'm sure you know the problem.
Yes, well, this is AYO Radio, and whenever you're here,
Hello.
you already know it's time for your number one program. Masters Arena coming to you from the favor of AYO Radio.
I'm sorry, there's a problem with the network because it's just gone off again. Wow, what a day. I'm not sure what's going on. I think it's the network, but you know, it's always like this. It's always like this. If it's raining, the network is bad. If it's not raining, the network is still bad. Oh my days. What a day today. Wow. You know, the devil is a liar. Yeah, are you back with us? Carry go. Hello? Mr. Dedapo, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
So basically this morning we are going to be talking about different things ranging from what is actually going on in the forefront of the Nigerian social media.
It's gone again. I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with this. Let me now try with WhatsApp. If it doesn't happen this time, then it will never happen. I'm telling you. If it doesn't happen with this WhatsApp call, then I'm afraid we have to call it a day. We are now using WhatsApp now, so let's see what WhatsApp has got. Yeah, big up to Mr. Tunde. Folashade Oyibo. Sobe, I see you. Shout out to everyone. And thank you for logging on. It is going to be a very interesting show today because he's going to be talking about Tunde Ednot, the blogger, former resident of United Kingdom, and I happen to know him as well. It's like a younger brother to me. So it's a very, very interesting topic we have today, but unfortunately I don't know what is wrong with the network. It's just so bad. And this is ringing now, and it's not picking. Wow. Whenever you stress out, just have a nice cup of tea. I'm telling you, it does it for me. I don't know about you. Lovely hot cup of tea, to be quite honest. I've been missing my tea all day today, so but we'll see what happened now. Yeah? Okay. It didn't go through. I'm gonna use the number again. I'm sure. Okay, what we're going to do now is we actually gonna go into.
Yes, good morning everybody, good morning. Morning from this other side of the world, good morning from Lagos. Yes, we are right here in Lagos. This is Adedapo, Ahmed, otherwise known as Scarface, and whenever you hear my voice, you already know it's time for us to start the amazing program. This program that some people can't actually do without. What am I saying? everyone can do without this show. We can't do without this show because it's not just my show. It's your show. It's everybody's show. And on this wonderful, wonderful Friday morning over here, I think it should be afternoon. It should be like middle of the night in the US. It should also be morning in the UK, Spain, France, and other parts of Europe. Well, whatever time of the day you are, I'm actually wishing you all the good tidings of this moment of the day, and you are highly, highly welcome on this special edition of Masters Arena. This program is the program for you, for me, for everybody, because this is not just my program. This is a program where we analyze different problems that we have in our society, and we try to establish comparative analysis. We compare between what is going on here and what is going on there and try to seek for a solution. I think that's the only way we'll be able to find a solution. There is nowhere for us to go. We can't run away. Like they say, you can take Niger, the boy from Niger, but you can't take Niger away from the boy. My fellas in the UK, what's up? What's happening? How's everything over there?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes, we're still here. Yeah, like I said before, we don't know what's going on between Tiwa Savage and Whiskey. I'm sure you all saw the video, the Fever music video, yeah? I saw it, I was like, is this Tiwa or somebody else? Can somebody actually shed some light and tell me, was that Tiwa and Whiskey kissing, romancing, like seriously? That romance, it won't kill me, die, eh? And I was saying, Whiskey, you're a lucky guy.
Yes, good morning, Herbert.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Our society, and we try to establish, comparative analysis. We compare between what is going on here and what is going on there, and try to seek for a solution. I think that's the only way we'll be able to find a solution. There is nowhere for us to go. We can't run away. Like they say, you can take Niger, the boy from Niger, but you can't take Niger away from the boy. My fellas in the UK, what's up? What's happening? How's everything over there? One thing we have to know is, some Nigerian artists actually took the UK by storm over the weekend and over the course of the week, and it was wonderful. I don't know what is happening over there. I've never been to the UK. I wish to come there, in the future. But, what I'm saying that is going on in the UK is fascinating, it's wonderful, it's surprising. Wow. 2 Nigerian artists shutting down the UK on the same day. Wow, selling out their, concerts. They both had sold out concerts on the same day in the UK. That's wonderful. Big up to all Nigerians in the UK. You guys are just wonderful. You've proven something that you can take the boy or the girl out of Nigeria, but you can never take Nigeria away from the boy or the girl. You people are keeping it real. You're supporting your home. Wande Cole and Simi actually had shows in the UK, and they both shut down their various arenas, at the O2 Arena in the UK. I think in London, to be precise, and it was wonderful, and I'm really impressed. Besides, it's an enviable feat. Not everybody can say that. I know that one day Nigerians will soon be shutting down Times Square, shutting down Madison Square Garden, shutting down big venues in the world, and having wonderful shows. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. We are highly impressed. Even it wasn't just those 2 artists that shut down the UK over the weekend. We also have Naira Marley having his own show in Ireland, and you need to see the crowd actually turned out for him. It's wonderful. I think Nigerians. If there's one thing I've been told over the course of time, I don't know how true this is. I think my UK listeners can actually entertain me. I was made to know that it's not actually all fun in the UK. It's not easy over there. I'm not talking about in terms of work, but I'm talking about social life. I mean, I was made to know that there is nothing like social life in the UK for Nigerians. And most of the time, it's just go to work and come back home. That people don't even talk on the streets to themselves with themselves. Rather, they just go about their businesses. You just go, in the middle of the crowd. Is that how it is? Eh? And the car come along, brum 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 brum. You won't bend the nothing. You just go into wherever you're going to and just come back home. Well, you can't have anything like that. You can talk to a stranger in Nigeria for you. You can talk to anybody. I can be going, to Oshodi. I'm getting to Oshodi, but how far? If you're Latin, she worry back. No. I'm not saying that it's good to be, rude to people. I'm just saying that the society here, everywhere is a social function here. Everywhere. You see, I'm a branch in it. You understand? Nigeria is just like that. But I was told that the UK is different. You mind your business. Everybody's just going. So the amount of social life that people get to enjoy is actually to the barest minimum. So I was told that is why most Nigerians in the UK would love for Nigerian artists to be coming there once in a while to have, concerts, musical concerts, shows, so that Nigerians can, also have the feel of what is going on in Nigeria. Also enjoy, also not, for the culture now. I mean, let's do it for the culture. I think it shouldn't just be hip hop artists that will be going there. I will also beg for our indigenous artists also, like Fuji music. All these are legends. K1 the Ultimate. They should also host shows in the UK so that people can really have a touch of what is going on in Africa. I know people will actually enjoy it. Big up to everybody in the UK. You guys have been amazing.
Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Yes, so in reply to that, yes, we do invite people like Wasiu Ayinde, Malaika, Atawewe, and them lot. Even Adewale Ayuba who say juju music. Yes, it's fun here. And I remember, yes, in London you have to mind your own business, innit? You have to mind your own biz, trust me. I remember when my mom was alive, when she first came to London, right? Obviously, she died here. She was a resident. She when she first came, she was JJC then, and then she noticed that anytime we are going out, right, that's when the neighbors actually come and when we meet on the road, yeah, the neighbor will say hello. You understand? And then my mom will say, "Wow. So it is now that you are coming to say hello to me because you see me in the street. Why can't you come to the house and say hello to me?" I just laugh. I said to my mom, "You're acting African. You get me? In this country, you can't expect my Oyibo neighbor, my Caucasian neighbors, you understand, to come into your house, even some black neighbors too, to come to your house and say hello. Who are you, mama? You understand? But that's the culture back home in Africa, in Nigeria. She just said she was a bit upset, in the beginning, but as time goes on, she got used to the life. That's the life we live here. It's London, baby. London, mama. Welcome to London. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me just give a massive shout out to one and the only princess, comedian, and she's Oyinbo Pepe. I love this lady so much. She's doing great for United Kingdom and Nigeria as well. She's a good friend of Nigeria. Oyinbo princess, to sha pra pra. Which level how now? Now me they salute you pass. You get me? Look, listen to me, sir. I'm speaking to Oyinbo princess, and I speak pidgin. I speak, I speak correct pidgin. I don't even speak English grammar. You understand English language? Oyinbo princess, you don't change my life, oh. Thank you so much for joining us on Instagram. And also, thanks to a big man, Mr. Olugbedu of Bedu Magazine. Watch out, the new edition of Bedu Magazine is out, and the gala event is coming up very, very shortly. I hope I will be able to add him to talk a little bit about it after this program. Let's go to part 2. This is Masters Arena by Scarface on AYO Radio.
So today, what we are going to be doing on the program today is basically going to be a little bit different and interesting. You see, a lot of things, despite the fact that we've had interesting things happening, also, I won't lie to you, we've also had some not so very interesting things happening, but in the same vein, they are both entertaining. One thing we have to take note of is, you see, this world, we won't all have the same view about everything. That is one thing that we all know. We won't all have the same views about everything. The way I see something is definitely going to be different from the way someone else sees, the same thing I saw or I'm saying. And that is just how it is. And if there is something that we have to take note of, you see, in Yoruba land, there is some sacred rules that binds a typical Yoruba society. Yes, an ideal Yoruba society must be, bounded by some very, very sacred rules. For instance, we have the principle of Orisun, and we have the principle of Ebi. Yes, the principle of Orisun and the principle of Ebi. Now, when we say the principle of Orisun, it means where you come from. This is the principle that talks about you not forgetting where you come from. You always knowing that this is where we come from. Do you understand? And that principle is one thing that always guides, a Yoruba society. For instance, let me go a little bit back into the history of Nigeria. You see, around the time Nigeria secured independence, the whites, our colonial masters, the British, were very, very surprised to note that the Yorubas had many, many urban centers. Yes, that is what we call it, urban centers. As in, like, places that were having even more population than London, places that were having more population than Paris. I'm talking about olden days now. You know what they call city then in Europe? When they came to Africa and compared, they were surprised, especially with the Yoruba land. You understand? We had places that were organized, that had big, big population. People living in very, very big cities. That shows that there had been a system of government in place. And not just the system of government, people were living by a certain principle. You understand? And that's how, these principles are the principles known as the principle of Orisun and the principle of Ebi. You see, when we're talking about the principle of Orisun, it means that wherever, Yoruba will say that, you see, it means that there's no way any place you go to would actually be interested. You must come back home. That is it. There is nothing. There's no way the place will be very, very interesting. You will never be, as comfortable there as you would be in your home. It's always like that. That is the principle of Orisun. You won't forget where you come from. You can never forget where you come from. So that is why Yorubas had huge urban centers back in the days. You see, no matter where they go to, they come back to settle in their in their centers. So it shows that people were now, huge in population in their, local places. So which made some Europeans to believe that, especially the colonialists, to believe that these people, they are having bigger centers than even London, bigger places than, Paris and so on and so forth. You understand? Places like, it's not even a matter of me just talking. I think we have to back it up with facts. Yes, we have to back it up with facts because back then, Places like Abeokuta had over 50,000 people living in the town. We have places like Iwo, we have places like Ibadan, we have places like Ilorin. We have different places having thousands of people of people in those towns. You understand? And the Ogbomoso was even having close to 80,000 people living there around the time the British came to Nigeria, and they were surprised that how can people be organized into different towns like this. So that is the principle that's guided the typical on average Yoruba society. We also have the principle of Ebi, which shows that when you are related to somebody, family comes first. But these days we have interpreted it to mean different things. Not just families now; it also means friends. Your family and friends come first. You keep your circle very very close to you. You don't betray your people. You don't do bad things towards your own people, because they say that when you match on people while going up, you don't know, they might just take the ladder off your feet and you won't be able to come down. You understand? You'll just be swinging, you'll just be hanging. Do you understand? You're matching people while you're going up. You're way down, you won't have anyone to help you. You understand? That is it. And the law of gravity is real. Whatever goes up must come down. That's just it. It's very, very, very real. So what we are trying to say is basically the principle of Orisun and the principle of Ebi is, they are very, very vital for the development of any society. You understand? Now, let me circle down to what I'm trying to really paint. Over the past few days, a lot of fights actually occurred between different celebrities. You see, you've noticed that I always try as much as possible to bring it to our hearing whenever there is a fight between one artist or another. I always try to bring it out. Now, before the One Day Call show in London, a lot of things happen on social media. Remember, Masters Arena coming to you from the stable of AYO Radio, and this is Scarface. And remember, I always give you, social media tidbits, what is actually happening on the social media, what is going on the Nigerian social media, to be specific. Now, one thing you have to note is, I think, wọ́n ní àgbà òkè ń wà lọ́jà kórè ọmọ tuntun wọ́. Now, a lot of things are happening in our society now that makes me to question what is actually happening with our elders, because I believe the elders should be active in the society also. They should be there, to correct whatever is going on, to correct the young ones. These days, the young ones are assuming the role of elders. And that is why, the society is going astray. You see, elders should be the one. Look, the young ones will be the one driving the society, but the elders will be the one to direct them. Look, my boss, my shibai. But we are not having such case, and that is why different problems in society are actually deteriorating into something else. Whatever is happening in society these days is turned into a big fracas, big wala, big problem. Now let's go straight. Let's look at what actually happened before the show. Before One Day Cold's show at the O2 Arena in London, two major bloggers were actually the ones at the top of the promotion. Two major bloggers were actually promoting the show. Try to let people know so that they can actually come and turn up for Wanda Cole at his venue. You understand? The major bloggers are Oye Mike, and Sunday Edmonds. Sunday Edmonds and Oye Mike were actually the ones doing the whole promotion and everything. One thing we have to note about these two bloggers is their controversial way. So they had not actually called his own blog, The Shade Room of Africa, where they talk about anything. They can shade anyone. They can pick a fight with anybody. While Oye Mike also is known for his own controversial outburst all the time. He doesn't care. He just says things the way, he feels. He doesn't care. And most of the time he talks in his own native language, Yoruba. These two are actually Yoruba, to be honest with us. Now, they were both the ones promoting the show. And we should take note that previously, before the show, Oye Mike actually gave away tickets on his show, on his blog, Instagram handle. Actually, he gave away tickets, like 4 or 5 tickets, to some of his followers. Also, Tunde had not actually, promoted the show a lot on his program. He promoted the show and everything. And what we need to take note of is that, like, a day or 2 days before the show, Tunde had not had an accident and he couldn't really talk about the show much. On the day of the show, he wasn't still, very active. So he didn't really talk about, One Day Cold Show, which he has been promoting for a long time. But on the day of the show, something happened, which is surprising. On the day of the show, a video came up on Instablog Naija. A video came up on Instablog Naija showing Oye Mike actually arguing with one of the bouncers at the show, at the One Deco show in London, arguing with the bouncers. They were, they were close to fighting, and eventually, according to the video we saw on Instablog Naija, he was not allowed entry to the show itself. So he was not allowed entry into the show, and those that took the video actually sent it to Instablog Naija, and they were quick to post the video on Instablog Naija. And a lot of people commented, especially, Oye Mike being someone that is very controversial. He has stepped on many toes in the past. Who hasn't, anyway? He has stepped on many toes in the past, Just of recent, he actually shaded the big DJ Copy, and saying that she should leave music, and talking about her song Charged Up, which she had with Masterclass, saying that the song was was hacking his ears and stuff like that. That DJ Copy should make CEO moves and not involve herself in music and stuff. That really didn't go down well with a lot of people, saying that she's actually chasing her passion and he shouldn't be the one to actually tell her what or what not to do. So when this video came up on Instablog Naija, many comments, people were just shading him and everything. And
yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're still listening to Master Serena. Yes, with Adedapo Ahmed. Yes, aka Scarface. Yes, so whole time a party of life. Thanks for logging on Instagram. Yeah, big up your chest. Undisputed Prince. Yes, so champion of the world. Disputed Prince, the champion of the world. Thank you so much for logging on as well. Beat Obi. I see you. Big up everyone, yeah?
remember, this is still Masters Arena coming to you from the stable of AYO Radio. This is the radio program for you, for me, for everyone. This is where we actually look at the different happenings on the social media and try to, dissect. We had our own salt, Maggie to eat, just to make it interesting and entertain everybody. I know that many people are actually aware of this little fracas between them, but they are not actually aware of, the little dimensions I'm going to be introducing to this. Also, when this video came out, Oye Mike, came to say that he was not bounced and everything. Was Oye Mike bounced from a One Day Cole show? That is, or was it some sort of a misunderstanding? I think some of our listeners in London can actually tell us about it. We are not sure, but was he bounced? We need answers. So if you have an answer to these questions, all you have to do is just send a text message to this number right now and participate in the program 07064055988. Remember to add an international code +234. So it's going to sound like this: +234 7064 055 That is how it's going to look. Remember, it's still Masters Arena coming to you from the stable of AYL Radio, UK and Nigeria. Our studio in Nigeria is open for all sort of businesses, and we have it at Shagamu, Lagos Express Road, Saka Plaza in Ikorodu, Lagos. Shagamu, Lagos Express Road, Saka Plaza in Ikorodu, Lagos. So, if you want to have anything, from video production to interviews to anything, you just call on AYO Radio and we'll be, able to assist you. Now, let's quickly go back. One thing, what we have to also take note of is when Tunde Edna, remember I told you that Tunde Edna was actually not very, very active on Instagram for like 2-3 days. Now, when Tunde Edna came back, online, he was actually online but not very active. But by the time he, got back and was active, one of the first set of things he actually posted was them bounce am. You understand? Reposting what posted on Instablog Niger with the caption them bounce am. Oye Mike got to see this post, and remember, they are all bloggers. Got to see this post, and it didn't go down well with him, and this has led to huge problem on Nigerian Instagram. Actually, remember, first and foremost, one of the consequences of this is that Oye Mike has also started his own giveaway on his Instagram handle for anybody that is able to insult Tunde Edna very, very well. And also, since the post actually originated from Instablog Niger, and Tunde not only reposted it from Instablog Niger, and everybody knows one thing about Instablog Niger: it is very, very anonymous. Nobody knows the owner. Now, since Oye Mike started shading Tunde Edna, also talking about Linda Ikeji a bit and everything, I'm not gonna lie to you, the real owner of the identity of Instablog Niger owner was also, dug out. It was digged out into the opening. Everybody now knows the owner of Instablog Niger. Instablog Niger has been there for like 5-6 years, without people knowing who actually owns the blog and everything. But now, as a result of this fight, people have been able to know who the owner is, and the first person to actually comment on it was, who else? Davido of of Nigeria. He was the first person to comment, and he called him bastard. That is the first thing that actually came out of his mouth. The first thing is that he actually typed bastard. We all know that Davido has been after the owner of the handle for a long time. He didn't know who the person is because of the different posts, about him that has been going on air, even through the blog. So he has been, looking for who the owner of that blog was. But now that the person is known, well, we can say that it's not it's not going to be funny with him anymore. People will also be getting back at him. Now, the question is, will this change the way Instablog Nigeria operates? We don't know. But you can see how, the whole thing started. You can see how, you can see the trend from DJ Copy to Oye Mike to, Wande Cole Show to Tunde, to Instablog Nigeria, to Tunde Ednot actually reposting it, to Oye Mike talking about finding out who was behind, the post, and to Linda Ikeji actually bringing up the name of the owner of Instablog Nigeria and everything like that. You see, that is what happens when we turn against the principles guiding our society, the principles of EBI, the principles of Orisun, and all these little principles that people don't, take as very, very important. When we're talking about EBI, when you are a friend to someone, you should never backbite, you should never talk ill about the person, no matter what. We can't monetize everything. We can't make everything, look like money. It's not everything that has to do with money. You can't monetize everything. That's one thing that we have to know. You understand? Friendship is very, very important. We can actually make money without causing trouble. So I would advise all parties involved in this to actually take it easy. Let's pour some cold water on this matter and try as much as possible to avoid it escalating into something else. Tupac Biggie is how it started. We need to take it easy. Take it easy. And I would just say that I would like to summon the elders in the society to try as much as possible to, provide amicable solution to this. Okay? We should try as much as possible to sort these problems before it deteriorates or degenerates into something else. Masters Arena, we are peacemakers. That's what we do here, and we try as much as possible to look at different issues from different perspectives. So, if you have anything to say about this particular issue, you know what to do. You can actually comment on this live program right now on Facebook, AYO Radio page, or also send me a message on WhatsApp, +23470655988.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're hearing it for the first time right here on Masters Arena. Yes, Instablog owner revealed, and also the fight between Tunde Ednot and Oye Mike. Yes, revealed right here. There's more to come, and this is the final episode of Masters Arena on AYO Radio, United Kingdom. Thanks so much to everyone that's listening, wherever you're listening to us from. This is the station to be. And just to remind you, after this, we have another interesting program which will be coming on in less than 10 minutes. That will be King Alero. Yes, and she will be talking about the entertainment industry, So this is going to be interesting as well. Say Masters Arena, know the door, and King Galero, know the door, definitely, know the door too. You get me? So stay tuned and keep it locked on AYO Radio UK. Finally, with Masters Arena, Adedapo Ahmed, aka Scarface.
Well, so with that, we are gradually coming to the closing part of the program. So basically, you can see what we're talking about. Big ups to all Nigerian artists that actually went to London to make our people feel at home. Anyway, it wasn't all bad. Like, Wande Cole's show was wonderful. Big up to Whiskey, Burna Boy. They all went there to show him lots of love. Whiskey was even surprising. Whiskey appeared in 2 shows in one night. He went. He was there for Simi. He went to Simi's program, showed up. It was the bomb. Then he went to Wandeko's program also in the same night. You know, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. I know that the people actually got more than what they paid for, and that is what we're talking about. And I know they will be willing to actually go to Wandeko's show in the future. Also, Cindy show in the future, supporting our artists. They are actually taking over the world. It's surprising. Also, one thing we have to take note of is it's not just a matter of doing shows in different parts of the world. If you are a Nigerian, you should be very, very proud. Because remember, Nice once said that he will bring home the Grammy. We never saw it, but who else? I think Scales also said he's going to bring home the Grammy. Many artists have talked about bringing home the Grammy, but we always thought it's impossible. But one thing we need to take note of is it's actually becoming a reality now. It's becoming a reality in the sense that 4 Nigerians have been penciled down for the next Grammy Award nomination. 4 different Nigerians have been penciled down, and their names are Seun Kuti, the son of the legendary Afrobeat, legendary Afrobeat creator, originator, father of anything music, anything modern music in Nigeria, Fela Anikulapo Kuti. The son, Seun Kuti, has actually been penciled down for a nomination, for Best International Album in the next Grammy Awards. We also have Adekunle Gold, also, he's also penciled down for a nomination in the next Grammy Award. Also, we have Yemi Alade, always known as Mama Africa. Her album is also penciled down for a nomination in the next Grammy Awards. And we also have none other than our own Oluwa Burna Boy. His album, Outside, has also been penciled down for the next Grammy Awards. So this is the time to actually be happy for our Nigerians, to be proud. You should be proud to be a Nigerian, and that is what we are talking about. Nigerians actually do great things, You know what they always say, Nigeria know they carry last, and that is it. This is a country blessed with talented people, not just Igbo, not just Hausa, not just Yoruba. Nigeria entirely, we all have, we are blessed. This is the most populous black country in the world. When you see 3 black people in any part of the world, you will always have one Nigerian. Naija Kwenu. That is what we are talking about. So we should all be proud to be Nigerian. The only natural disaster we have are the leaders, as people always say, but I know we'll get there. We are getting it right, and eventually we'll get there. Another important tidbit that we have to take note of is Olubankole Wellington, that's otherwise known as Banky W, also over the weekend, or over the course of the week, actually announced his interest in contesting for a position in the next coming election, 2019 election. He's going for a senatorial post, representing the Tiosa local government of Lagos. I think we should be able to have 1 or 2 words from Banky W, and over the course of the next few programs on AYO radio, I think we'll be able to hear 1 or 2 things from Banky W. We are going to try our best to bring him to the radio station, have a program, and have an interview, and he's going to grant an interview on our station. You just stay tuned to AYO radio, and we'll promise to give you the best. Yes, we are going to be having a lot of big things this part of the year, and just trust me, we are going to be having different program and important events and activities. Remember, this is Masters Arena, always once a week, and it's always explosive. We bring different, topics ranging from problems in our society to social media and so on and so forth. And this is about time we're going to be wrapping it up today. Next week is another day. We're going to be, it's another time to keep it up with us and keep it logged on your radio. Besides Masters Arena, we still have much more interesting programs for you. And I'm quite sure you're not going to be wasting your time with us. Have a wonderful day. That ball Scarface is signing out.
Thank you so much, Mr. Scarface, aka Dark Ball. Yes, so thank you so much for that. Interesting. It was a packed entertainment show. I really enjoyed it. I had fun, and I hope all our listeners and viewers really did too. Yes, boss. Thank you so much, everyone. Now we're going to, in less than 5 minutes, we're going to be having another presenter right here on AYO Radio. Please don't touch the dial and keep it locked on AYO Radio, the station with charisma. Breaking news, number of missing in California wildfires jumps to 631. Wow, that's a lot, isn't it? Ọlọ́run a máa ṣọ́ wọn, Ọlọ́run á fi kẹ́ wọn, Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ pé ó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ti kú, Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ní jẹ́ kí àwa gan náà tá wà lájò, Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ ká kú o. Theresa May insists EU made compromises on Brexit deal. Somebody is telling me to tell me something. Anyway, Diddy's model ex-girlfriend Kim Porter dies, age 47. May her soul rest in perfect peace. I feel sorry for Diddy, He's not very lucky when it comes to relationship. Yeah, Pete Diddy. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. Homeless family in Cornwall rehoused 13 times in 18 weeks. Why? Find out more on BBC News, okay? And now, teenager convicted of murdering man with cricket bat after dispute over stolen bicycles. All these kids, now God go there. May God change their mind, because even, was it like 4 days ago, I witnessed another horrific attack. And since I've been in the UK up to, approximately 40 years, I've never witnessed such a thing before in my life. I saw it, I was shaking. When you're in a situation where you feel like calling the police as the violence is happening, but at the same time, you're in a state of shock. You can't even pick up your phone because you're shocked. That's what happened to me over bicycle. You get me? Why are kids behaving like this? I don't understand it. Anyway, let's move on. Embarrassed Rooney reveals how Mourinho insisted he did a John Terry. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2 minutes, we're going to go to the next program. Thank you so much to everyone for listening to Masters Arena today. I love you all. Take care. But don't go away. We're going to be switching to